Just when you thought the offseason couldn't get any crazier in our hypothetical NBA universe, a new report suggests the Los Angeles Lakers and Dallas Mavericks might be ready to dance again. Could we see another significant exchange of talent between these two franchises, hot on the heels of the Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis swap? A proposed three-team deal is making the rounds, and it involves some very intriguing names. According to Jackson Caudell of Sports Illustrated, with the new CBA reportedly encouraging more complex multi-team trades, a scenario has been floated that could see the Lakers, Mavericks, and Atlanta Hawks all making significant moves to address key weaknesses. The proposed three-team trade. Atlanta Hawks receive F. Najee Marshall from DAO via LAO or directly, depending on salary matching. F/C PJ Washington from DAO. Dallas Mavericks receive G. Austin Reaves from LAO. G/F Dalton Connect from LAO, our Laker rookie. F. George Nyang from LAO or ATL as facilitator. G. Shake Milton from LAO or ATL as facilitator. 2027 second-round pick via CLE from ATL. 2029 second-round pick via CLE from ATL. Los Angeles Lakers receive C. Dereck Lively 2 from DAL. G/F Terrence Mann from ATL, assuming they acquire him or a similar player to flip, or directly from another team. The Hawks are purely facilitators for assets. Why each team might consider this. Los Angeles Lakers. This deal is largely centered around the Lakers' needs. While they would be giving up Austin Reaves, arguably their third best offensive player in this hypothetical scenario behind LeBron and Luka, they would acquire Dereck Lively 2, one of the most promising young centers in the NBA. Crucially, Lively already has established on-court chemistry with Luka Doncic from their real-world time in Dallas, which would be invaluable in this revamped Lakers lineup. The Lakers would also land Terrence Mann, a versatile wing defender and capable offensive player. Importantly, LA would reportedly keep their future first-round draft picks and still have expiring contracts to use in future deals to build around Doncic, Lively, and LeBron James. The article also notes that Reaves is eligible for a significant contract extension, which might motivate the Lakers to trade him now. Dallas Mavericks. For the Mavericks, this would be a significant retooling around their new cornerstone, Anthony Davis. They'd acquire a proven scorer and playmaker in Austin Reaves, a promising rookie shooter in Dalton Connect, plus useful role players like George Nyang and Shake Milton, and a couple of second-round picks. This gives them a blend of immediate impact and future assets. Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks, as reported by NBA insider Mark Stein, are expected to be active facilitators in the trade market this summer due to their financial flexibility. In this deal, they acquire Najee Marshall and PJ Washington, two solid wing/forward players who can contribute. Washington, in particular, offers floor spacing and some defensive versatility. Context and considerations. This is a complex deal with many moving parts. The idea of Lively reuniting with Doncic in Los Angeles is tantalizing for Lakers fans looking for a long-term solution at center. Terrence Mann would also be a fantastic addition, bringing toughness and two-way play. However, losing Austin Reaves would be a tough pill to swallow, given his development and popularity. The article does float a potentially more realistic target for the Lakers, Daniel Gafford, also from Dallas. Even if it means overpaying, LA might prefer Gafford, another former teammate of Luka's, rather than navigating a more intricate three-team deal. Of course, all of this hinges on continued cooperation between the Mavericks and the Lakers. Would Mavs GM Nico Harrison be willing to strike another major deal with Rob Pelinka so soon after the hypothetical Luka AD trade? That remains to be seen. What are your thoughts on this three-team proposal? Is Dereck Lively 2 and Terrence Mann worth giving up Austin Reaves and Dalton Connect for the Lakers? Do the Mavericks get enough in return to build around Anthony Davis? Are the Hawks making a smart move as facilitators? Would you prefer the Lakers target Daniel Gafford instead? This rumor certainly adds another layer to an already fascinating hypothetical offseason. Let us know what you think in the comments. Just when we thought the Los Angeles Lakers offseason couldn't get any more dramatic after their blockbuster, hypothetical acquisition of Luka Doncic, a new insider report has surfaced that is truly stunning. LeBron James might not be as untouchable as everyone assumes. We all remember the seismic shift when the Lakers landed Doncic to pair with LeBron, creating what many believe would be an instant championship contender. However, their hypothetical first-round playoff exit at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves has apparently led to some deep soul-searching within the Lakers organization. While the expectation is to bring back their dynamic duo for the 2025-26 season, an insider has suggested the team wouldn't be entirely opposed to trading LeBron James if the price is overwhelmingly right. In a Q&A session published on June 9th, Jovan Buha of The Athletic dropped a bombshell. When discussing player availability, Buha suggested that Luka Doncic would be the only player the Lakers would give a definitive no to if a trade offer came in. Buha stated, "If the right deal is there, no one is untouchable besides Doncic." Let that sink in. This implies that, yes, even LeBron James could potentially be on the trade block if it meant significantly helping the Lakers build a long-term, dominant title contender around their newly acquired superstar, Luka Doncic. Dean Simon of the Sporting News reacted to Buha's report, acknowledging that while a LeBron James trade would be highly unlikely, it's not entirely impossible. As the very trade for Doncic demonstrated, the Lakers are willing to make bold moves. Simon suggested that any such deal would require a massive trade proposal, likely involving at least one other established NBA superstar coming back to Los Angeles. To illustrate the caliber of player it might take, Simon threw out some monumental examples. If the Denver Nuggets call about a potential trade for Nikola Jokic, you better believe Lakers GM Rob Pelinka probably wouldn't think twice about shaking hands on transaction, Simon wrote. He added, if the Milwaukee Bucks were determined to allow Giannis Antetokounmpo to play under the bright lights of Los Angeles, little to no consideration will be given to the logistics of the trade. This is a mind-bending development. The Lakers, after moving heaven and earth to pair LeBron with AD, and then, hypothetically, AD for Luka, could now be contemplating a future centered solely around Doncic, even if it means parting ways with one of the greatest players of all time. This story, originally reported by Athlon Sports on June 10, 2025, certainly adds another layer of intrigue to what is already a fascinating hypothetical offseason for the Lakers. What are your thoughts on this? Could you ever see the Lakers actually trading LeBron James, even for a player like Jokic or Giannis? Is building solely around Luka Doncic the right long-term strategy, even if it means moving on from LeBron sooner than expected? What kind of trade package, if any, would make sense to the Lakers to even consider trading LeBron? This is a huge what-if scenario, but it's the kind of discussion that makes the NBA offseason so compelling. Let us know your reactions in the comments below.